We've always used like a huge array of different amps and especially effects pedals and guitars in the studio, and a lot of it's really trashy junk and some of it's really nice, but I don't know, we've never really been a kind of band that has a lot of really pristine, perfect setups. You know, we're always messing around with trying to make it weirder, I guess, and trying to make it different, because I think it's kind of hard to do something unique with guitars these days. Hi, Butch.
Hi.
There's Butch.
Sorry.
Hey, Butch.
Talking about how we make fucked up weird guitar sounds in the studio.
So what amps, what's your favorite amps to use in the studio?
You know, in this album we used everything from like this weird silver tone that somebody found at a junk shop to
cool.
I bought this really nice Mojave 212, you know, basically reproduction of a uh-oh, here comes some wine.
There you go.
Cheers. And when in Europe, it's wine o'clock. Thanks, Butch. Mojave, I don't remember the model number, but
that's Victor, right?
Victor.
Yeah.
And beautifully built, hand built, you know, kind of based on the old Marshall stuff, I guess you'd have to say. But sounded beautiful. I use that on the album a lot, and or just whatever, you know, whatever's lying around sometimes. And a lot of the stuff we're doing live now is basically all pods, Line 6 stuff, and you know, it's great. It sounds good. It's you know, reproducible if you need to do backups, you know, so which we do, and you know, you can move it around easy. We don't have a lot of sound on stage, and it's basically all in our in-ear monitors now, except for the vocal and cymbals, and that helps us do that. So you know, it's really whatever you can make work for whatever application you're looking for is what we use for amps. And pedals, we have like, you know, thousands of weird. The weirder the better when it comes to pedals.
What's some of the favorite pedals, or do you have any setting?
The Ringer.
The Ringer?
What's the Ringer? But Boss something that we spray painted and.
We call it the Ringer.
And that's to get the most nasty, brittle, high-end, obnoxious, piercing, metallic sound that we can, which sometimes it's nice to kind of lay over maybe a more full body
Hyper
sound.
fuzz.
Hyper fuzz.
That's what it is. Yeah, we call it the Ringer.
Which is, you know, nothing fancy, but it works for us.
I have actually a Hyperfuzz, and I bought it at a train station. A guy coming up to me and said, "You want to buy a pedal for $20?"
Hey, man,
and he handed me the Hyperfuzz, and I was like,
"Yeah, a train station."
Exactly. So, yeah, that was
a
little
drugs,
weird.
It's a fuzz pedal.
Exactly.
You're better off with that.
Talking about guitars, are you into vintage guitars and boutique guitars? What guitars do you use to reproduce or to produce your guitar sound?
We of course love vintage guitars, but none of us have the kind of money to be actual collectors. But some of the, I guess my vintage collection is like this. I have a like 5960 Jet Firebird Gretsch that I think was $125 I got it for.
Cool.
You know, somebody needed cash back in the 80s. I have a Jazzmaster so I think it's a 59. Really,
Sunburst
really nice. Or? It's actually a silver sparkle.
Oh.
And I always thought it was original finish, but now somebody's telling me it's a reproduction, you know, redone finish. But you know, it's got that neck that you can't reproduce. It's so old, and I think that was maybe $175 that I got that for.
Amazing.
So I used to get deals like that just from friends that needed cash, you know, in college or whatever. So now the idea of going out and spending 15 grand on a Telecaster or something is I can't get my head around it. But anyway, we use a lot of the old weird guitars like that in the studio. Hagstroms.
Oh yeah.
We use some of those. Speaking of Scandinavia. Hi. It's okay. And
hello.
Butch's friend from Foo Fighters. Pat.
Yeah, he's into those as well?
He's really into the Hagstroms, and he gave Butch a Hagstrom recently. And
one of the new ones, or?
No, it's an old beater.
Okay.
And and we use that on the album too. So sometimes with a guitar like that, it makes a sound that you can't reproduce with a brand new, beautiful guitar. It's got to be an old piece of crap in order to get that sound.
Yeah, that's a renowned Swedish brand. They're all
absolutely,
over the place,
yeah, they're cool. And anyway, I found these guitars basically on the internet. I was really looking for something different that wasn't going to be just a Fender copy, basically. And it's not all pointy and weird.
Maybe you
somebody trying to reinvent the wheel. It's still based on a beautiful classic guitar design. But this is the Henman mod, and I found these on the internet a couple years ago, and I've got 3 of them now, and playing them live every night, and they had a lot to do with the sound of the album, I think, at least my guitar parts. It's kind of mainly what I used on the record, and just had a lot of luck with it. It's not a, for me, it's a great balance of kind of clarity and kind of older vintage sound with some modern guts, but it's not over the top metal, high output kind of, it's still got tone and classic. Well, yeah, I mean, it's got a aesthetic to it that a lot of guitars don't, and that certainly appealed when I first saw them, and actually kind of, I have to admit, bought it on that alone at first. I was happy to, well, actually I heard sound clips on the internet too that Graham had on his website, and but was happy to actually get it sent out to me, and to actually find that it was like exactly what I was looking for, sonically as well as aesthetically.
All right, Steve, thank you very much for talking to Vintage and Rare, and good luck on your touring with the
cool.
Garbage.
Well, good luck to you guys, and thanks for coming out. We're hoping to have a good show here in Denmark later.
All right.